Hello classmates, today we will learn about the installation of yaw braking systems together. Then why do wind turbine generators need to be equipped with yaw braking systems? How do I install it? Get to know it through the content of this class. Before installation, let's first review the relevant content of the yaw braking system. The yaw braking system uses flange discs on the tower as brake discs. Because the nacelle and wind turbine of a wind turbine generator set weigh from tens to hundreds of tons in total, so when it rotates, the moment of inertia is very large to ensure reliable braking. A wind turbine generator requires at least 8 yaw brake calipers. In addition to the braking function, it should also have a damping function to ensure yaw stability, and it is generally controlled hydraulically. The yaw braking system should maintain a stable braking torque. Under the rated load, its value should not be less than the rated value. Next, let's move on to the installation process of the yaw braking system. Then, before the actual installation, VIDI is necessary to confirm that all the tools and components required for the yaw brake system installation process have been prepared based on the tool list and component list. The first step is to install the friction disc. Friction discs are usually located on the tower or the adapter between the tower and the nacelle, and are generally in a ring shape specifically. First, select the friction disc. Wipe the oil stains off the friction disc. Clean the yaw. Friction disc is made of steel plates and should have sufficient strength and toughness. It is installed on the yaw bearing and used in conjunction with the yaw brake. Second, place the friction disc on the eccentric bearing. The direction of the steps is in contact with the bearing on the 3 installation holes of the friction disc and the bearing, and fasten them with 3 M4 by 16 hexagon socket screws. Check whether all other installation holes are aligned with M4 multiplied by 16 internal angle screws. If they are not aligned, adjust the position of the friction disc and reinstall it. The second step is to install the brake pads. So specifically, first, select the brake pad. Then place the brake pad on the chassis mounting surface. Fasten with 2 M2 by 20 hexagon socket screws. Then use an M3 multiplied by a 55 hexagon socket screw to check if the other 8 holes are aligned. If they are not aligned, adjust the brake pads and reinstall them. Secondly, install the remaining 3 brake pads in the same way as mentioned above. The third step is to install the brake caliper. First, select the appropriate brake caliper. Next, place the brake caliper on the brake caliper pad from the inner side of the bearing and ensure that the front opening of the brake is fitted into the inner circular surface of the friction disc. Fix the brake with 2M 3x55H hexagon. Install the other 6 screws. Make sure all the screws are fully screwed in, and then pre-tighten the screws. The pre-tightening screws should be installed diagonally. First, pre-tighten the 4 middle screws and then pre-tighten the 4 screws at the 4 corners. Finally, install the remaining 3 brake calipers in the same way as mentioned above. That's all for today's content. Thank you all for watching.